Dear students, this morning we are going to enjoy, understand, and appreciate a poem by John Donne, who stayed in this world from 1572 to 1631, just a period of 59 years. Please keep your notebooks, pen or pencil in hands and get ready to take down main points. This poem, a lecture upon shadow, presents a shade of metaphysical poetry. John Donne is one of the most leading poets of his time, who gave a new meaning, a metaphysical meaning to poetry. Rather, he had undone all the metaphysical poets of his time. The term metaphysical poetry came into existence in the 17th century. Formerly, it was considered that Eve was the cause of the downfall of man. I think you all know about this story in the Bible. Anyway, let me tell you again. God created man first, and then afterwards he took a piece of bone from his rib and created woman. They were placed in a beautiful garden full of trees, shrubs, plants and fragrant flowers. In Bible, they call it the place of paradise, a heavenly abode. We in Hindi call it Swarg. There was a very special fruit tree, and God exhorted them, means advised them to not to eat that fruit, whatsoever it may be. In Bible, they call it forbidden fruit. Days passed in happiness, and most important word to note, my dear students, is innocence. Innocence. Those were the days of bliss and innocence. The great poets, thinkers, and philosophers like Plato and Dante exhorted that relationship between man and woman must be in that innocence and blissfulness. That was the highest stage of true love between man and woman. If they develop physical relations, that would not be the true love. True love is where there is no consciousness of physical relations, or you may call it sexual relations. Anyway, let's leave this matter here. One day, it so happened that out of uncontrollable curiosity, Eve took out that fruit from the forbidden tree and tasted it.
Oh, how sweet! What delicious!
She tempted Adam to taste the fruit. No sooner did he taste the fruit, both of them at once became conscious of their nakedness and tried to hide their nakedness by running here and there in shame. Their innocence was lost. The whole blame was put on Eve. She was considered the cause of the downfall of man. Here the story ends. Now, please turn your thoughts and listen to me with rapt attention. The metaphysical poets of the ancient times believed that true love is that love that has no concern with sex. Such relations were looked upon with disdain, something that was vulgar, dirty, filthy, and immoral. Literary giants like Dryden, John Donne, Cowley, and Dr. Johnson extended the term metaphysical among the group of poets of the 17th century and created a new common philosophical view. The dignity of the human body, especially the female body, was maintained. It was advocated that physical relations were necessary to attain higher realms of love. That is, to attain the pure spiritual love, metaphysical poetry became a fruit of passionate thinking, a burning thought of an experience that created thrill, awe, wonder, and a spirit of ecstasy. Intellect and reasoning became much more important than emotions. Like romantic poets, the woman was no longer a goddess worthy of admiration. Men and women had to stand on equal footing. Now, please open your books, listen to me, and read the lines with me silently. Yours is a silent reading, and mine is loud reading.
Sir, before we start, I would request you to please once again explain the term metaphysical.
Oh dear Vijita, the term metaphysical is drawn from the word metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy that deals with the nature of existence, truth, and knowledge. Is such in the mystery of this universe. Why am I born? What's the purpose of my birth on this earth? Why do men die? Is there any world beyond this world? What's hell? What's heaven? What's love? All such questions that trouble your mind are metaphysical questions.
Thank you, sir. Now it's clear to me.
Then, sir, what's the meaning of shadow here? What does this lecture upon a shadow mean?
Oh dear. What's your name, yaar?
Vibhay.
Oh dear Vibhay. Yes. The word shadow has been used as a personification of ignorance and darkness. The morning shadows represent infant love. The noon shadows express matured love. And the afternoon shadow represent the highest intensity of love.
Sir, what is personification?
The word personification comes from the word person. A man is a person, so a woman is also a person. When we try to give shape of a person to an abstract object, we call it personification of that abstract object. Here shadows have been given shape of a man and a woman. Dear students, I'd like you to note this word also. Metaphor. M E T A P H O R. This also is a literary device. The words conceit and personification are also literary devices. This term, Metafield, is used to give a different meaning from its literal meaning. For example, you come and tell me, "Sir, that girl has broken my heart." I can understand what you mean by it. But a doctor would ask you, if your heart is broken, how is it that you are not dead? Similarly, if you tell me, "Sir, I have shed ocean of tears in her memory." Now if you have shed ocean of tears, then why did you not drown? Note some other literary expressions. An ocean of tears. Tons of love to you. The city is a jungle. Love is blind. A lie has no legs. Mind is an ocean. Now try to find metaphors in this poem. Now let's read the poem. Stand still, and I'll read to thee a lecture, Love in Love's Philosophy. These 3 hours that we have spent walking here, 2 shadows went along with us, which we ourselves produced. But now the sun is just above our head. We do those shadows tread. Here, the poet is telling his beloved to stop walking and stand still, because he wants to explain to her the meaning of true love. What is the philosophy of love? Why do men and women love? Love is a natural emotion. You can't stop your attraction for the opposite sex. It's a natural instinct. He tells her that they have been in company for 3 hours. How early the time had passed. Love's time is too short. The morning time indicates the beginning of love, the infancy period of love. Here they talk and discuss on matters and manners, a period of developing understanding by reasoning between the 2 souls or 2 bodies or 2 persons. The shadows represent their individuality. They have a feeling of ego. They know that they are 2 different identities. I am I and you are you. Hence, their love is not matured yet. Now the time of noon comes. The sun shines above their heads. The shadows change their track. The sun shines brightly and their eyes are blurred. They look within themselves. It's a time for contemplation, to think deeply over what they had discussed so far. During their first phase of love, the beginning of love, in the infancy period of love. Now they tread over their shadows. This is the mingling of their shadows. This means love is on a progress of attaining higher degrees. Yes, now again listen to me. And to brave clearness, all things are reduced. So whilst our infant love did grow, disguises did, and shadows flow from us and our cares, but now it's not so. Since the love is attaining maturity, they can face new challenges. The doubts they had are cleared, and now they are in a state of understanding each other very clearly. Their doubts are reduced. Of course, not totally shattered. But now they don't disguise, means hide anything from one another. In true love, there should not be any secrets. The lover and the beloved should have a transparent bonding. Then and then only they can have a true bonding and continue to go on a way that leads them to attain the highest degree of love, that is, the spiritual love. Here the poet has made good use of conceit.
Sir, what is conceit?
Dear Vibhay, it is also a literary term. It is used when a person develops too much confidence about himself that turns into pride. It is mostly used in love poems. For example, a lover tells his beloved, "Darling, when I die, you just come and walk over my grave. My bones will turn into fragrant flowers." Wow. Next, "Darling, just touch your lips to my glass of wine. It would change into nectar." Just such uses are called, conceit.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, now listen. That love hath not attained the highest degree, which is still diligent, lest others see, except our loves at this noon stay. We shall new shadows make the other way, and the first were made to blind others. These were come behind. Will world work upon ourselves and blind our eyes? Here the poet is explaining his beloved that they will have to work hard to maintain their mutual love. What the others say, let them say. What they have to, but anyway, they have to be true to each other. Don't care. Let's maintain our bonding. When the noon time is gone, new shadows will be created. Shadows would go in different directions. Now we may be losing the craze of our youth. Maybe we may again become indifferent to each other. Our craze for each other may go dim, and we may not be in a position to see each other clearly. Our eyes may get blurred. When the poet tells his beloved that they would make new shadows to blind others, they would be able to see each other clearly. A real understanding will develop between them. If mental conflict continues, it would not be a good sign. Just now again pay attention. If our loves faint and worldly decline, to me thou falsely thine, and I to thee bind, action shall disguise. This bonding shadows were away, but these grow longer all the day. But oh, love's day short, if love decay. The poet tells his beloved, a day may not come in our lives when we say to each other, "वक्त ने किया क्या हंसी सितम, तुम रहे न तुम, हम रहे न हम." a very popular song. If we allow our love to faint, we are not wise. We are fools, stupids. True love is a constant growing light that never gets dim. The spirit of caring and sharing, the feelings of oneness should never get dim. It should grow into a brighter and brighter light every day. If love gets decay, that can never be a true love. That would be an illusion. You can't name it love. As the partners grow, love should also grow with them. They should say, "Oh God, how short the time of love has been." The craze, the attraction should never decrease. It should go on increasing day by day, night by night. Now pay attention again. Love is a growing or full constant light, and its first minute after noon is night. True love is a constant light. True love is constant light. As the shadows disappear in night, the consciousness of body should also disappear when the love has attained its highest degree. No shadows, no bodies. How can there be shadows without body? Only the spirit remains. The two spirits merge to become one and only one. This is the highest stage of love. Dear students, I would like you to quote these lines that I often quote. You better note it down. Please take them down in your notebooks. Four eyes met, there were changes in two souls. There were changes in two souls. And now I cannot remember whether she is a man or a woman. And now I cannot remember whether she is a man or a woman, or I woman or a man. All I know is that there were two, love came, and there is one. All I know is that there were two, love came, and there is one. Who will repeat it?
Sir, may I?
All right, dear Vijita, come on.
Four eyes met, there were changes in two souls, and now I cannot remember whether she is a man or a woman, or I a woman or a man. All I know is that there were two, love came, and there is one.
Thank you very much, dear Vijita, for your very rapt attention. Hope you all have enjoyed the poem. Have a nice day. God bless you all. Thank you.